Hey, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. I hope that y'all doing well. This is your girl, Tonetta, the social worker coach. I want to say welcome to this video this morning. I'm here to, of course, help you unpack your baggage so that you can live better in life and in love. So like I said, definitely welcome to this video this morning. I just want to say this video is all about the attitude. The attitude, like it says in the description, attitude is everything. It determines your altitude and how you move throughout life as well, or not move throughout life. And like I said, definitely that's what this video is all about, how your attitude determines everything. So like I said, definitely welcome to this video. If you know somebody who needs to hear this message, make sure that you, of course, invite them to, of course, come on and listen and that kind of thing as well. But if not, get your notepad, sit down, and let's go ahead and start chatting, y'all. Like I said, this video actually came out of me wanting to start sharing some I guess some of the ways that I went through my transition as far as transforming myself to become the person that you all see today. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, I wasn't always this person, I guess, that you see or teaching or talking or that kind of thing that's on here at all. I can tell you that. But like I said, definitely I have to grow into this person and become this person. And like I said, I want to definitely share some ABCs this month and continuing on of course, finding yourself. Because I know how important it is to, of course, to go through our life and constantly going through the same things or similar kind of situations, and you're building on all the hurts, all the rejections, all those types of things all the time. And like I said, it gets to be like, oh my God, you're like losing your mind and just living in survival mode. I've been there for many years, I guess I put it that way. No longer there anymore, as much as I can be, I guess I put it that way, because I don't think anybody's perfect. But like I said, definitely have learned a whole lot of skills along the way that I've, of course, incorporated into my coaching business. So like I said, definitely, like I said, I was wanting to share this with you all. And this is not the first day that's going to happen. You're going to hear some more of this too. But like I said, definitely just this one is talking about how the attitude is everything. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. I know y'all, many of y'all have probably saw the meme or just heard about when people talk about attitude is everything, the attitude determines your altitude and all these types of things, which those are the truth, actually. They do. In some way or another, I guess I put it that way. And like I said, definitely me learning, I guess, trying to figure out what in the world my attitude was towards life, what my attitude was towards business, career, what my attitude was towards other people, sex, partners, all those types of things. Like I said, that was something that I had to unpack when I started going through my journey as well. Some of you all may have heard some of the journey. I think all of it should be here on Facebook or should be on YouTube, one of the two. I know all the videos should be, most of them should be on YouTube. If not, you can go ahead and scroll back to about 4 or 5 years, 2017 or so, to check them out. If not, just listen to this one. But like I said, definitely just learning how to unpack those things and realizing that I had an attitude that was built a long time ago. I put it that way. I didn't build my entire attitude, of course. Growing up as kids, of course, our attitude is determined by our environment, who we're around, our parents that's raising us, what kind of perspectives they had, what kind of view on the world they had, all those types of things. I know some of you all may have heard of that, or all of y'all may have heard of that before. But like I said, definitely knowing that by the age of 8 to 10, our attitudes, our views on the world are already kind of established, I guess I put it that way, or at least 75% established. And like I said, having to, of course, work through those things and trying to figure out who I was and where did this attitude I had come from, including the anger, all these types of things. But like I said, I definitely had to go through those things to figure out who I was at the core. And like I said, I knew that by me not doing so and me staying stuck in the same survival mode, that I would never reach the heights that I wanted to reach, because my attitude was, I don't want to curse. I'm trying not to curse, y'all. But like I said, my attitude was not the best, I guess I put it that way. And I'll give you an example. The attitude of, let me see, what's the easiest? I guess the easiest. Of course, like I said, our attitude usually is formed a lot, about 75%, probably more than that, back before the age of 8. Well, I would say I'll just leave it at 10. Me going to a grade school, I was the first black child at the all-white grade school. And you can just imagine what kind of worldview and attitude I had after I left that grade school. And of course, went to the middle school, was mostly white. It's the same situation too. But there are more black kids coming, that kind of thing. But you can just imagine what kind of attitude I had with people who were of the white race back when I was in grade school. Being picked on, oh, let me feel your hair. Some of them called me the N-word, all types of stuff. I had a teacher that I knew was very racist. I knew she was. She flunked me, actually. I had straight A's. Top of my my citizenship, the way I talked in class or didn't listen to her, that kind of thing was bad. That's why she didn't pass me along. I was too immature, according to her. And like I said, that gave me a very, very messed up outlook on the world, I guess I put it that way, especially when it came to white people. And like I said, that was one of the attitudes that I had that I'm still working through, of course, these days as well. This has not went away from me with this particular thing. And like I said, I'm still working on those kind of things as well. That's my attitude towards life, that not all white people are going to treat me the same as my own black people, I guess I put it that way. When I get in certain situations, if it's a white person that's a supervisor, that kind of thing, or in the lead, that there may be some kind of resistance there, I guess I put it that way. From my end, their end too, I don't know. But from my end, most definitely. Because of the things that I went through, like I said, experience growing up and going to that school, that I was the only black kid there for several grades. And so I was probably like in the 3rd or 4th grade. Then a few more black kids start coming, that kind of thing. But like I said, definitely that shaped my worldview on how I relate to people of other races, I guess I put it that way. And like I said, that was something that I had to work through, as far as, like I said, when I was going through my, you all may call it awakening, I still call it soul searching, whatever word you want to use, personal development, they're all one and the same. But like I said, I definitely had to work through those things and learn how to adjust my, I guess, my attitude, I guess I put it that way. Because I knew that I ran into some white people who were not all the same. Who were not like that 5th grade teacher that I had back then. Or who were not, or who weren't like those kids who called me the N-word, or who pulled on my hair, can I feel your hair, or can I touch your skin, look different, all this kind of stuff. Like I said, I had to learn those things. And I had to learn those things through trials and tribulations throughout my life, even though there's still some racist folks out there and other stuff like that. But like I said, I still had to learn that all folks were not the same, and that I had to shift my attitude in some ways. And I'm here to tell you this, not tell you the same thing, but just to give you that kind of light bulb, just to let you know, when I'm, of course, coaching and trying to work through issues and trying to reach my core, I guess I put it that way, trying to figure out in the core what I mean, trying to get down to my, people call it the inner child, whatever you want to call it. If the inner child is better for you, because I know a lot of us were, of course, we had some traumatic experiences and things like that as a kid under 10, and some of us passed that as well, but a lot of us had some under 10. Those things affect us every single day. So like I said, you can definitely go back and nurture that inner child, I guess I put it that way, that was hurt back when you were 5 and 3 and whatever the situation was. And I'll get into more of that as I go along on these days, talking about, like I said, the ABCs of finding yourself. But like I said, definitely knowing that the attitude that I had in life, that white folks all were the same, or that they were going to limit me from doing what I needed to do in order to succeed, that was the attitude that I had. That all white folks are not going to love me, and I know they don't. I mean, it is an attitude, but it is reality as well. And it's not just for white folks, it's for other races too. But like I said, I can't do anything about that. But like I said, that definitely shaped all those things that happened to me, definitely shaped my attitude throughout life now, from the way I see people and relate to people. And like I said, that's one of the things that I had to drill down into when I was doing my own self-work. When I was trying to figure out who I was and why I felt the way that I felt, where these things came from, questioning myself, all these type, exploring these things. In order for us to get down to these attitudes, where they come from, what's going on, all this type of stuff, you have to explore those things. And I know a lot of folks cannot do those. I didn't do it on my own either. I had people around me, support systems, different people that, of course, were coaches, that kind of thing that I was talking to, chatting with, trying to get some wisdom from, and that kind of thing to help me through my path as well. I wasn't the only one that was just sitting there just doing it by myself. We can't do all this stuff at all by ourselves. Some of it, yes, we can, as far as the asking ourselves the hard questions. You can do those things in private, that's fine. But in order for you to, of course, continue your healing process, we have to understand, I had to understand as well, that we need other people to step back into our life so that we can work on these triggers, so we can work on the things that, of course, may hinder us, so we can work on our attitudes a lot more. Even though it's not going to be perfect, we're still going to have some mess ups, but like I said, we definitely need others in those connections to help us push further in life as well with our healing processes, not just by ourselves. I just want to make sure that I said that this morning. But like I said, definitely when it comes to the attitude, I had to understand that, like I said, my attitude was determining a lot of stuff that was going on in my life, I guess I put it that way, and how I am, and my outlook on the world. And some of y'all probably wondering, what the heck does attitude include? It includes a whole lot of things. Like your beliefs, your values, it includes a lot of those things. Your perspective, your mindset, those are individual words by themselves as well. It means something else too, but they all include that in attitude. including the way that you carry yourself as well. Attitude is the state of mind and your state of body. Your state of mind, how you view the world, how you see things, how I saw things, how my state of mind was as well. And also the state your body's in. If you're in survival mode all the time, working your butt off every day, if you got kids, you can't get enough sleep, your attitude towards the world is going to be like, I don't care about this because I'm sleepy. Your mind's not going to be working as sharp as it can be when you get your rest and when you take care of yourself, even if it's eating. If you're going throughout the day, you haven't eaten anything, your attitude is going to change, I'm pretty sure, to hangry. Hungry as hell, trying to get something to eat, anxious, trying to hurry up and do all these things, blowing folks off. People are going to be like, what's going on? All this type of stuff. We have to realize that the attitude involves our state of mind and our state that our body's in as well. That's why I talk about self-care a lot. Self-care is greatly important. I'm not going to get into all that in this video because it's about attitude, but like I said, those things are included in the attitude as well. And good morning, and thank you, Michael and Cinnamon. Hey, sis, thank you for tuning in. I hope that you're doing well. And like I said, definitely those things determine who we are as people. And if our attitude is going through our life, I have a whole lot of attitudes. Actually, it ain't just my relation to how I see white people have us forced to grow. Well, I was forced by my parents to go to like the all-white school, that kind of thing. That gave me another attitude, a very different attitude, I guess, in the world. Coming from an all-black neighborhood to an all-white school, I was the only black kid there for a long time. That gave me a very, very different attitude on the world, I guess I put it that way. And like I said, having to create those changes around those things is not that some of those things weren't true and some of those things don't still hold true today. But I had to realize that in order for me to, of course, to move forward in life, I cannot keep blaming these folks for the reason why I can't move forward. And I see a lot of that. What I don't want to get into a whole lot about black people. I know it's Black History Month, so happy Black History Month as well. But I don't want to get into a lot of that. But I know I see a lot of that when I talk to my own black people as well. And I've heard a lot of that growing up too. I put it that way. Heard it from both sides. The white side, I heard it from the black side in different kind of views. And those different, like I said, definitely gave me some attitudes about the world and how I see things. But I had to, at some point, make my own judgment on how my own attitude should look. That didn't start until I started doing my soul searching. If you want to call it your awakening, whatever you want to call it. Personal development is all the same thing. But mine didn't start until I started to unpack all those things. To figure out why in the world I feel this way about white folks, or why in the world I feel like this about black people, and why in the world all these things. And it wasn't just my attitude with people. It was the attitude about domestic violence. I saw that growing up. It was a whole lot of things. I'll get into that in other videos, but those things definitely shaped me as well. Shaped my attitude as well. Parents' drug usage, that definitely shaped my attitude as well. And like I said, I definitely had to realize that just because my attitude was shaped, like I said, most of our attitudes, or most of the attitude that we have, 75% possibly, I don't know the exact percentage, but I'm pretty sure more than 50% is shaped when we're under the age of 10 years old. By our parents, our environment, whoever, the school we're going to, the religion that we're in, if we have one, if we don't, whatever the case may be. The abuse, the trauma, all those things, those attitudes, those things shape us. And like I said, in order for, I had to realize that when I first started going through what I call soul searching back when I was in my 20s. That was after me and my husband got a separation, divorce. I was cheated on, all that type of stuff. That's another attitude I had to unpack. But like I said, definitely, I started going through those things back then. I call it soul searching for the first time in my life, so I can figure out what the hell was going on with me, why I was so angry, why I was had a very bad temper, why I was depressed at times, why I was so on edge all the time, why I was trying to control every single thing in my life all the time. Those were things I had to unpack, y'all. Those things, like I said, all the things that I went through, all the things that I grew through and did not grow through, of course, like I said, created the attitude that I had back then and today as well. But I had to unpack those things to realize that just because those things happen does not mean that I can't change some things and adjust the way I see those things in order for me to move forward and to get up out that survival mode. Survival mode, some of y'all may understand and know that is no joke. Living day to day, trauma to trauma, that's all you in your mind, that's all that you think that you can do until you step out of that into something else different. Like I said, that was one of the things that I had to learn. I guess I put it that way as well. And like I said, that's what I inject into my coaching as well, because a lot of y'all don't were asking about what kind of services I had, that kind of thing. That's why I want to do these videos as well, just to let you know, of course, what I had to unpack, what I had to go through, and let you all know. I cannot say it's going to be the same for you. I cannot say that at all, because I have no idea what you've been through. Everybody's journey is not going to look the same. I know I say that all the time, but it's definitely not. There's no cookie cutter approach to anything when you're trying to transform your life, when you're trying to change your life, when you're trying to unpack the baggage that you've been through. There's no cookie cutter approach to anything. Everybody's going to have a different path in order to get there, I guess I put it that way. Some may take longer than others. Some may be shorter than others. I have no idea. But that depends on your path and what's going on and what you're willing to unpack. I guess I put it that way. So I just do want to let you all know that I put in the description as well. If you want to reach out to me to work one-on-one, you can definitely do that. That is fine. Or if you need other resources, there are some free stuff in that link as well. So make sure that you all check it out so you can start trying to unpack some of the things in your life, y'all. And like I said, attitude is one of those things. And like I said, that's one of the things that I bring to my coaching as well, to let you know that these things are able to be changed. You don't have to live like that all your life. Even though I work from everybody from birth to death at this point. I work with seniors, the disabled, that kind of thing right now as well, as a social worker, actually. I facilitate support groups for caregivers. And you wouldn't believe how many have told me the same thing when I worked at the home health agency. I regret that I did not do these kind of things. I had these kind of views on life and these attitudes on life. I let that hold me back. I do not want to see anybody else live like that. Excuse me. That is a lot to deal with, especially when you're getting sickly. You can't do the things you dreamed about doing because you put your life on hold because of this person said this, or the attitude that you had around people. Everybody's gonna be the same, and men gonna be the same, and women gonna be the same. So you never found that companionship to even have that relationship. All types of attitudes, y'all. I talk to people all the time about these types of things. It's not just relationships, but it's everything that you can think of as well. Between the races, between with your kids, it's all types of things. Even with yourself and your values, it's all types of things. And we have to realize, and I had to realize, that I can change these things, but I had no idea how. I guess I'll put it that way. Until I started going down this path of personal development, soul searching, the awakening, whichever word you want to use. And I had the people on the side helping, coaching me through this process as well. It wasn't just me. A lot of it was me, yes. But of course, getting the tips, getting the information on how to move forward, the things I should look at, the things I didn't see. I guess I put it that way. I'm being held accountable for those things. I needed those things back then. I still need those things now. But I needed those things really a lot back then, especially that support. In order to get through those tough days, this kind of work is not easy. I know I've said that before in other videos. Yes, I can say the attitude determines everything, and the attitude determines the altitude and how far you move in life. Yes, that is the truth. But it can sometimes take a long time to, well, I ain't gonna say a long time. It shouldn't take years, but it can take a while to unpack. And it may not be easy for every single body. It does not have to be hard at all. But for some people, it is definitely going to be hard. It depends on what kind of fears you may have. I guess I put it that way. The fears of unpacking these things. It just depends on you. I don't know. Like I said, everybody's definitely different. I can tell you that one. So, but like I said, I definitely want to get my butt off here. But I want to say thank y'all for tuning in this morning. And like I said, this video was all about the ABCs of finding yourself. And we're on A. This is all about the attitude. The attitude is everything. It determines your altitude and how you move forward or not move forward in life. Like I said, that's something that you have to decide for your life. If it's something that you really want to work on, that kind of thing, like I said, reach out to your girl. If not, keep doing what you're doing and keep going how you're going until you get to a point where you want to get the help. I guess I put it that way. If not, that's fine as well. And I'm not the person for everybody too. I want to say that. So I know I have my own tribe and everybody else has theirs too. So I know I'm not the person for everybody. But for those out there who I am the person for, like I said, definitely reach out to your girl if you need assistance. I'm here to, of course, assist and help as a social worker and a life and relationship coach. Like I said, let me know what you need. I don't want you to sit there and suffer in silence. Like I said, I talk to so many folks every day. It's just like, oh my God, all this, the regrets and all these types of things. I know you all heard me talk about probably in one of the videos in the past about how the cemetery is the richest place on earth. All our dreams, everything that we had, The things that we did not use, the books we didn't write, the speeches we didn't speak, the videos we didn't do, all that kind of stuff dies with us when we die, y'all. There's folks out there that need that voice, that song, that art, whatever it is from us. Even if it's just your kids or your family that you're around, or you're the only one in your environment that, of course, can show and model everybody that you have succeeded and that you're doing well, and and they can see in you how they can change as well. Even if it's just that. That is very impactful, y'all. It's a hell of a mission, too, for all of us, but it's definitely very impactful. So like I said, I definitely just want you to think about those things. Like I said, definitely, I hope you all join me tomorrow for another ABC on Finding Yourself. So like I said, definitely tomorrow about the same time, about 7:30-ish, I think, tomorrow. So like I said, I'll definitely see y'all tomorrow. But like I said, think about these things, how your attitude determines everything that you do. It creates their worldview for you, whether you can move forward with ease or not, or whether you could even move forward or not. Some folks are stuck back in whatever happened to them years ago. Just like me, you could see me as an adult, 46 years old, but I still had those childhood wounds I had to go back to as well. So I was living in those 4, 5-year-old ages, I guess I put it that way, as a grown adult. A lot of us do. But like I said, when you're trying to do, I guess, to transform your life and change your life and that kind of thing, we have to go back to those places, y'all. There's no other way around that. So like I said, these are some things that you can think about when it comes to your attitude and how it possibly is affecting your life. Through my story, I guess I put it that way as well. Just think about how it may be affecting your life, y'all. And like I said, definitely, this is your girl Tonetta, your social worker coach. I'm going to go ahead and get out here. Like I said, if you want to work with me or need any resources, there's a link in the description that you can check out. And let me know what you need, y'all. And I also have a free workshop, too, on today's Wednesday, Lord. A relationship workshop, actually, where I go through and unpack some of these things in the relationships, too, in that particular workshop. That's free for you to attend if you want to come tonight. It's at 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. But you have to get registered with that link in the description. If you're wanting to unpack your relationship and be peaceful inside your relationship and have a better relationship, then make sure that you register. If not, don't worry about it. Well, like I said, let me get off here, y'all. Have a great day. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning in the next Morning Thoughts video, y'all. Take care and have a good one.